What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Cam back in with another video, man. I know I've been ain't made a couple videos in a couple of days, Been out of town on vacation, but hey, man, we back full in effect, man. Today, here to talk about this Draymond Green thing, man. It's him steady fueling the fire, putting fuel to the fire with this Jordan Poole situation, man. Draymond just been running his mouth, chit-chatting, about Jordan Poole, going back and forth with the dude's father, and also his friend that responded to Draymond, what he said on the podcast. And, they just been going back and forth, man. Draymond just, doing what he does, running his mouth. And nobody want to call this man out on his BS, bro. Nobody want to call this man out on his BS. They want to make excuses for this man. And they just want to give him a pass, man. And I don't understand why. I get it. Yeah, he's important to the Warriors dynasty. Winning them, helping them win, 4 championships. But, bro, let's keep it real, bro. Draymond Green is the reason why this team has been losing. So, also, we just want to we want to go back in time? Okay, we'll go back in time. Okay, 2015 was the start of their championship run. They got their first championship against an injured Cleveland team, by the way, with LeBron James, who had Dellavedova as his second best player. Okay, boom. The Warriors, they get the job done here. And next year, Warriors go back to the finals, Warriors go back to the finals. Cleveland versus the Cavaliers again. This time, LeBron has his crew, Kyrie and Kevin Love. Okay. Warriors go up 3-1. Warriors doing their thing, running through Cleveland those first 3 games. And then what does Draymond do? He gets baited by LeBron James. LeBron James baited Draymond Green, and that would cause Draymond Green to be suspended. Okay, boom. And by the way, Cleveland won the game that Draymond got thrown out of. Okay, the next game, Draymond Green is suspended. Right? Warriors lose that game. Okay, a lot of people will say, oh, if Draymond was there, they would have won. Draymond was there, they would have won. Well, that was Draymond's fault that he got thrown out the game. Okay, boom, bam. Next game Draymond plays, they lose that game. And the Warriors fans, they want to come with it. If Draymond, they want to go back to the last game. If Draymond played that game, the series will be over. The Cavaliers have all the momentum right now. Just a bunch of excuses like they always been making for this team. It's nothing to take away from the Golden State Warriors. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson. Those guys are the best shooters to ever walk this earth. Anyways, Game 7. Game 7, we all know the big game, the biggest game probably, and one of the biggest games in sports history. And And the Warriors was up. I think they was up like the majority of that game. The Warriors were. And I'll get to the fourth quarter, we get to the nitty gritty. And the Warriors, they just melted. They melted in those final minutes of those first 5 minutes of the fourth quarter. They just went cold. Steph Clay went cold. Draymond was cold. And Kyrie Irving, LeBron James made that big block. I want to put that in there because that block by LeBron James was probably the most important, part of them winning that championship was LeBron making the infamous block. And then we come back down and Kyrie hit the infamous shot, one of the biggest shots in NBA history. And the Cleveland Cavaliers go on to win the championship in 2016. And the excuses for the Warriors now in that game was, it's game 7. Anything can happen. This is the excuses that they was making for these niggas to lose it. Game 7, anything could happen. Not to mention the dude they praise, and Draymond Green, was horrible those last 2 games. Now in the series, before he got suspended, Draymond Green would have been arguably the MVP of that series. But Draymond did what Draymond did. Draymond did what Draymond wanted to do, and that's cost the Warriors that series. Okay, boom. Go to the next year, y'all crying to get KD. And KD comes over there. Wins the first year. They go back to back. They go to the finals in the third year against the Toronto Raptors. And no, I want to say, was it the same series? No, I want to go. Before that even happened. Before they even went to the finals. Basically KD's last season, which was that same year. Okay, Warriors go back to back. They win their championships. Okay, and during the last season, the Warriors together. During the season, I think they were playing the Clippers in the regular season. I think it was the Clippers. And Draymond Green, he decides that he want the ball at the end of the game for the set, try to set the offense up. And, KD was calling for the ball. Like, no, I got the last shot. I'm taking the last shot. KD. He's unselfish, but, at times, KD want to take that shot. So, him and KD gets into it. And he decides he want to call KD the B word. And, KD, knowing him, his response was like, he's shocked. He's shocked. And also Draymond said, we won without you, and we'll win again without you. Now, that ended up being true. But here's another part, of a season. That Draymond is ruined. The chemistry is off. No, they end up going to the finals. They ended up getting to the finals. But the reason they even got to the finals It's because of KD got hurt. And, people were saying, counting the words out, saying that the Rockets is going to beat them, which they end up beating the Rockets. And everybody was counting the Warriors out that year. Now, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. And I noticed I said Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, not Draymond Green. They had a chip on their shoulder, and they ended up, proving to everybody, why they're champions. They ultimately get back to the finals. And, KD goes down. I think KD went down in, the second round. And, they get to the finals and to Toronto Raptors with Kawhi Leonard. And, Steph and Klay was doing that thing. And then they end up losing, I think, 3 straight. Wait, I think they end up winning 3, losing two straight, I want to say. And then they tried to bring KD back. KD got injured again, tore that Achilles. And, Klay Thompson ended up getting injured. And that would ultimately leave Draymond Green as a second option on the Warriors team. But he said before that season, that he could average close to 20 points a game. Without Klay and KD as those guys. This is what Draymond Green said. But nah, Draymond Green with it to bed. And by the way, I want to say the Warriors had a chance to win those games. So I don't want to hear the excuse, Klay and KD wasn't there. They had a chance to win. All those games was close. It wasn't a blowout in that series. So I don't want to hear no excuses. If Draymond Green is the guy y'all say he is the guy y'all hype him up to be, then they should be able to get the job done. Even it was just him and Steph. Now Klay went down in, I think, Game 6. And was it Game 5 or Game 6? I think it was I want to say Game 6. Klay Thompson ended up going down, and the Toronto Raptors won the championship. But again, even if, because I think if KD played, if KD played, I think they still would have lost, in my opinion, just because of the lack of chemistry there was between Draymond and KD. Now, you could say KD getting hurt was kind of like a blessing in disguise, because now, Steph has to lock in, Klay Thompson has to lock in, and those guys are elite. That's what they do. They're champions. So that's what they do. They're going to lock in. And that ultimately, they don't win the championship that year. And then the next year, but in the offseason, KD leaves. And it's like, bro, Draymond Green, you ruined this. You ruined it, because if you didn't call him a B-word, he probably wouldn't have left. And the Warriors could be probably sitting at 6, about 5, 6 championships right now. Just off KD coming back that next season, which he was at Brooklyn, where he would have to, recover and all that. But yeah, man, KD they could have won. They could have kept that group together. Now they would have, because they had to pay Draymond. They chose Draymond over KD. A little bit. Bob Myers was even saying he was going with on the Draymond train. Said we won without you, KD. Now again, they did. It's not taking nothing away from the Warriors. They end up winning without KD again last year. But you could have won more championships if you wasn't so prideful, and if Draymond Green wasn't this, running his mouth like he's Steph. You're not Steph. You're Draymond Green. Yeah, you're important to the dynasty, but nigga, it ain't like you going out there averaging 15 points a game, 3, 4, 5 blocks with 10 assists. Now, if you was doing that, I wouldn't have nothing to say. But nigga, you out there averaging a triple single now, talking like you averaging 25 and 10, nigga. And you actually costing, because he's gonna come back down. Them train Jordan Poole, oh, best believe it's gonna come back down. Yeah, it's gonna come back down. And Draymond gonna have to stand on all this bullshit that he's spewing out his mouth. He's spewing out his mouth. You see, they just lost in the second round, and all the court guys was there. What are you gonna say about that? You lost, nigga. Yeah, nigga. But even though the Warriors has been winning championships, bro, I still feel like they could have had more if Draymond Green wasn't so smart, and you have a smart mouth. And he cost them dudes championship, and cost turmoil with the players that decided to come over there or got drafted there, because Poole got drafted there. It's not the Warriors. I don't think they're gonna win another championship, man. I don't think, unless they go make a big splash, like going and get another all-star superstar, like a Paul George type player or an Embiid. I don't see them dudes winning another championship, man. And this is actually my first time ever saying that, because the year they won, I thought they could win, just based off the matchups and how Steph Curry was playing. Steph Curry was playing at an all-time great level, and in order for the Warriors to win, they need Steph Curry playing at an all-time great level. And I think Steph can do that. But it's kind of too much of the load. It's kind of too much you're asking for in Steph. Considering he's getting old, Klay Thompson getting old, Draymond Green is getting old, and they also got picked up an old CP3. So I definitely don't think they're gonna win this year, unless they make a big move, big splash. And then I'd be like, yo, the Warriors gonna be they're gonna compete. Because that's what the Golden State Warriors do. They're going to compete. As far as them winning the championship, I don't see them winning another championship. Like I said, unless they get a big move, make a big move. And, yeah, man, blame it on Draymond Green, man. Blame it on Draymond Green. There's a lot of things that the Warriors could have done differently to, construct their team the last, I want to say, as far as keeping KD, trying to keep KD, basically. Because it's things they could have done different, with Jordan Poole. And it's come with leadership, man. Draymond Green is... Yeah, he's the emotional leader. Yeah, he's this and he's that. He's the loud one. But Draymond Green, Draymond Green has cost these guys, bro. It's cost these guys. It's cost these guys, man. It's gonna come back down. Don't think it ain't. You know, especially giving away Jordan, just giving away Jordan Poole like that, giving up on him like that, cause he got punched in the face. Now also they're making it seem like the dude, like it's his fault he got punched. Well, it is his fault he got punched because he did, was running his mouth. But like he was the bad guy in in the Warriors locker room. Like he was the bad guy. How he was doing is, in my opinion, what I think what Jordan Poole was doing was busting their ass in practice and talking his shit. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. I'm talking about busting all three of Steph, Dre, and Clay. Busting their ass in practice. Man, I've been on here for a while, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe. And I'm out, man. Y'all share this video too, man. I'm out.